right. Well, hopefully you guys tuned in to the full episode of the Give Back to the Game podcast, episode 9. We just finished wrapping that one. So right now we're about to jump into our ASU recap from our game against Texas Tech. Not just any game, our upset win over number 7 ranked Texas Tech, which honestly they should have been ranked higher, to be honest. That team is ridiculous, and they were without Baron Morton. But yeah, let's dive into that. This was one of the biggest wins in Sun Devil history against one of the most talented teams, top to bottom, that we've ever played. So huge win. I know we kind of riffed on it in the intro of the main pod, but William, it's unfortunate you weren't there. We missed you.
I wish I was.
Yeah, I know you do. But it was a fun wedding, though.
It was a fun wedding. Shout out to the happy couple. Safe drives. They're doing a South Carolina road trip. Well, because they're moving to South Carolina, so their honeymoon is just driving to South Carolina.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fun, though.
Yeah, that is cool. But in this game, we had a lot of good players step up. Who did you notice? Well, before we do that, just like, what was your impressions? How were you feeling watching the game? Because you were watching it, we were there, so we'll talk after, but I want you to tell us, watching the game on TV, how was it?
Antsy in the first half. Very antsy, feeling like we missed opportunities to be up bigger, like Jaron Hamilton getting tackled.
And then you're like settling for a field goal.
Yeah, you're like, oh, dude, that was not a tackle that probably should have taken you down. You break that tackle, we got 7 instead of 3. Yeah, it felt like we should have been up 2 scores going into half, and then feeling really good about our defense, but also nervous that the second half is still to come, like not sure. And then by like 8 minutes left in the third quarter, we were up 6. We scored that touchdown to go up 16-7, and that was when I had to leave to drive to the wedding. And by that point, I was like nervous but feeling good. And then the wedding started late, so I got on the phone, and the game that I was recording, it like lagged to where, because there was some weird Wi-Fi stuff going on. It jumped from the place I was watching at with 8 minutes left in the third quarter to a screenshot of 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and we were up 19-7. So then I was feeling great. I was feeling great watching the rest of the third quarter, knowing what's happening.
Yeah.
Get us that 19. I'm like, dang, this is legit.
So was that before the 19-7 screenshot? Is that before we stuffed them? And what was it? When they were like at the 6-yard line, they ran the shovel option.
I think.
Horrible play. Oh my gosh, that might be one of the dumbest
plays. They were like the 11.
It
was like 4th and 6.
And they run short
they
side
ran
toss, their speed option.
They ran a speed option to the short side.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I thought the first down marker was. I thought the line of scrimmage marker was a first down marker, but then I was like, wait, they just got 2 yards. Why did they run that? With 6 yards.
I don't even think they got 2 yards. I think they lost yards.
I think he fought for like 2.
Yeah,
Did he?
Got 2 yards because he crossed that down marker, and I was like,
yeah.
I thought he got it.
Once
That's a play
he
you'd
hit that,
run with 1 yard to go.
right? Once he hit that, I was like, oh, we got this.
Yeah.
This game's over.
Yeah.
And then we start sitting down at the wedding, and that's when I sat down. There was about 8 minutes left, and I'm watching him like, all right, life is great. And then just like that,
down 22-19.
3 minutes of game time, and we're down 22-19. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
They scored, what was it, 15 points in a minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah, and I was just like, no freaking way this collapse happens. This is like, it's a total ASU collapse, like something we've grown to expect as fans. But then we get the drive going. I'm still watching, like I'm not feeling good at all. I'm like anger starting to build up in me, rage, frustration. Yep. And then I was like trying to tell myself, William, we're not even supposed to be here right now. But then it's like your expectations change. they're starting to walk down the aisle. Jordan Tyson hits that little out scramble drill, vertical.
Fourth and 3.
Fourth and 2. Yeah, 4th and 3. I'm like, no way. I'm like internally losing it. And so then they hit the 8-yard out to Jordan Tyson, 2nd and 2. That's where they start. The wedding starts. So I'm like, all right, got to put the phone away.
No.
Yep. 2nd and 2.
So you didn't even like.
I didn't know that we had scored and won. All I know is I'm feeling good because we're at least going to overtime in my head. And I'm watching this ceremony, and the whole time, like, William, it's not about you. It's about the couple.
Yeah.
Like, this is a beautiful, holy matrimony. Like, the Lord is smiling, and he's looking at me and laughing that I care about this football game so much. I'm like, let's just put that away for now.
You
Did
are
my best.
so much better of a man than I am. I would be cranking that. While they're walking down, tucked, saying their
Not a
vows.
chance. I don't want to
watching the game.
I'm sitting on the aisle. I'm
Right
in the
here.
aisle seat. Like, the camera would see me, like, looking down at my crotch. And, like,
Those photos would not have been good.
no, they'd be like, what is William doing? And they'd been upset. And I'm like, why not just make today not about me and what I need? Because I know I have it recorded, and I know I'm on the Wi-Fi now, so there's no glitch that's
Yeah.
going to set me back. So I'm going to figure out our fate at some point today. But right now, things are looking optimistic, and I'm okay living in optimistic land.
That's a good way to find peace.
Yeah. Good
And
for you.
so
Couldn't relate.
Emily and all them are taking pictures because they're in the wedding. Shout out my wife. Got her a little snack and drink, and then I head to the men's locker room to
Find out our fate.
find out what happens. And then the PI, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're gonna score a touchdown. It didn't even occur to me about the fourth quarter, or like the goal line, the red zone woes. I'm like, we're gonna score.
Yeah.
I just knew we were gonna score a touchdown.
Same.
And then I hated the pooch kick.
That was bad.
Yeah.
And just kick it deep.
Yeah. I didn't want to kick it deep. I wanted to. I'll get into it, but you go ahead. Keep
Then,
going.
like, nerves are in me all the way as they're driving down the field. Didn't love as soft as we were playing. Like, I understand, but I hate it at the same time. And then the second dude, that pass got broken up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Elation, screaming in the bathroom. Let's go. And then the rest, I was just beaming the rest of the night. I'm like, what a great day.
Yeah. There you go.
Sam, do you want to walk me
Yeah, I
through?
think the whole time it was kind of funny because me and Philip were there with William gone, and everything that was going through my head was just, I can't wait to see this play out for William when he eventually gets to watch it. It's kind of a whole thing. That's how I felt during the Mississippi State game.
Yep.
Where
I felt so bad for him during the Mississippi State game because I was like, that's the most gutted I've ever felt in a game, because like the Texas game that we lost last year, yeah, that was definitely like that. But after you lose and the rage and the sadness kind of subsides after like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever, you have an appreciation for the fact that you were just in the college football playoff. I felt the same way about the NBA Finals when the Suns lost. I felt the same way about the World Series when the Diamondbacks lost. I did not feel that way about Starkville, Mississippi. That I was so mad. And so that anger didn't leave me for quite a while. And I knew like that all that emotional investment in the roller coaster amounted to nothing because there was zero appreciation for playing in Starkville, Mississippi. And I knew you had to go through that.
Yeah, well, that was an added bonus. My dad got to come. He had a lot of fun. He hasn't been to an ASU game in like 5 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
So
Wasn't he at the oh my gosh.
I think the last game he
The
was
last
at
Texas Tech
was
game?
when we beat Utah at home. And it was an upset. I don't remember what year.
That was like
2014, no. Wait a second.
2018. Manny Wilkins.
He might have
Because
been
Jaden's first game in
No,
2019.
I don't think we upset Utah in 2018, did we?
Yeah.
Was it an
Manny.
upset?
We wore the Pat Tillman unis, Eno Benjamin there. Because
can't remember if it
2019, we were at Utah. What year? Jaden Daniels' first year was
Yeah,
2019?
and it rained and we lost
got
21-3.
spanked. So the year prior was a home game. Yeah, 2018.
Okay.
Great game.
So he's been around for some good games.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think I knew it was going to happen. I think being at the game, one thing that not many people might not have been able to notice on TV with, if you look at the weather app, it was 85 degrees, but it was hot in that stadium.
Dude.
The thing, ASU was wearing white, Texas Tech was wearing black helmets, all red, and
They were in the sun the whole game.
yeah, being in the sun, we were on the side that they were at. It was hot. It was really hot. And then going into probably around halftime, ASU sideline started getting shade. And then, yeah, it basically wasn't until Texas Tech started coming back was when it started to cool down. And I wonder how much of that played a factor into it. Because it was hot. And I know when we talk about the Miami Dolphins Stadium, it's about a 15-degree difference from being in the shade to being on the other side.
Yeah.
So I think that definitely played a factor into the game.
That's 100% why we wore white.
Mhm.
It has to be.
It was hot. I
Yeah.
don't know why it felt so hot for being 85 degrees.
It was like going into kickoff. I remember looking at the weather and it was a high of 81, and I was like, "Oh, this is beautiful. It's gonna be perfect day for a football game." Because obviously, going with Sheridan, my wife, and our daughter, and so bringing her, and so I'm like, this is gonna be perfect.
It was so hot.
Oh my gosh, no! The whole left side of me was burned. The next few days, it was bad, but worth it. Worth it. Now, what are some of your thoughts about some of those key moments in the game William kind of mentioned? He was having to experience it through a phone, but we were there, so we got to live it.
My main frustration is that I knew Texas Tech was going to put it together. It was pretty astounding how a combination of how well we were doing and how little that they could get done early in the game. And we were in so many positions to really assert ourselves in that game. Red zone woes. What was it? 3rd and 2 from our own 40. And I forget what we ran on 3rd down. We ran something silly. And then on 4th down, we throw that deep ball. And just another chance to jump on them. Field goals. And really had a chance. We should have had 30 points in the first half if we scored how we should have scored.
Yeah.
I would say 30. We should have had a lot more points.
Yeah.
And so that was the main thing. It's when you have a team that's better than you on paper on the ropes, you got to finish the job. You got to cash in on these points because we saw was I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But when it was 19-7, it's and they're driving down, they're about to score. It's I really have no confidence that with the way our offense is looking right now, that we're going to be able to seal this game out. And surely enough, we went 3 and out, and one of the worst punts I've seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
So I think that's the main thing is what good teams do, what Indiana's been doing to teams is when you have a chance to be in the driver's seat, just put them away.
Yeah.
Just foot on the gas. They're playing on your field. Knock them down. And that's really where this team needs to get to the next level.
Yeah.
We really had a chance to step on the throat because if they do put it together at the end of a game, there's
You're
not enough time left.
Yeah.
But there was enough time left. It wasn't enough points for the opportunities that we had.
Yeah. I feel like that's such a good breakdown of how it happened too. It's so frustrating that we dominated the first 56 minutes of that football game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was ever a moment in the game where I felt like Texas Tech was playing better than us. You know what I mean? Their only touchdown in the first, 56 minutes was a questionable touchdown.
That could have very well not been a touchdown.
Yeah.
There was a good camera angle on that.
Yeah, I
pretty
genuinely
sure
don't know if he
I don't
had
think he got
control
that.
of the ball.
TV made it look like he did.
He didn't?
No, it made it look like he did on TV.
Yeah, but we watched
They
it
didn't
back
have
They were
on
playing,
Sunday.
They were playing replay angles.
It was
and
bad.
Couldn't get it quite well.
The
Couldn't
refs
see
were
the
always
angle
in the
way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
very possible that it went out of his arms when he hit the ground and it was tucked under
under
belly.
his stomach, yeah. But
But
nonetheless, hey,
Beautiful
if we're gonna give him that touchdown, dude, a hell of a ball by Will Hammond. Oh my gosh, that was such a good ball. I mean, we were in the hip, and they just made a great play on it. Like I said, don't know if it was actually a catch, but if that's the only touchdown they scored in 56 minutes against the number one offense,
Will
in the
Hammond
country.
made some big plays at the end of that game.
Yeah, he did.
That back shoulder fade and
Yeah.
that that touchdown he scored when, that second effort where he dragged a defender. I don't remember who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then he finished it on the 2-point conversion. I mean, props to him.
Yeah.
That was a really solid effort.
Yeah. Being a backup quarterback for the number 7 team in the country.
First
career start on the road against the reigning Big 12 champ who went to the college football playoff last year and is like America's darling because of Cam Scadaboo.
Yeah. In one of the best environments in the Big 12.
Yeah, in the Big 12 for sure. Yeah. And we were loud. It was a loud stadium. Like, it was fun. It was hot. Everything going against him, and he still put it together. It was a great game for him. But kind of highlighting some of the things you said, William, was like, I hated that we played off coverage, like prevent with, there was 33 seconds left. I hated the kickoff that we did. I hated the pooch. I loved that we tried the squib. I wanted it to be a rocket. Just kick it as hard as you can. You already lost the yards on the penalty. Just shoot that thing. You know what I mean? Like, the Red Sea is parted. There's a lot of room in the middle. You're not going to hit somebody. The goal is to just kick it as hard as you can. Hopefully it doesn't end up in the end zone. They have to return it, and they waste 6 seconds getting to the 22-yard line. That's what I hoped. But it felt like he didn't put any oomph into that kick at all, and they ended up getting the ball at the 36 with 33 seconds to go. And then we just dink. We let them dink their way, which, I mean, I get. Don't give up the big play. And I know why we did it, because the exact same thing happened against Mississippi State. We were up.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, same thing happened against Texas. Anyway, we learned not to go into man. I would just prefer to play, like, same zone coverage we've been in. Maybe drop the safeties a little bit.
The two extremes. It's we want to press and force our victory by playing man coverage against Mississippi State and blitz everybody. And then it's we don't want to give up the big play. Let's drop everybody 15 to 20 yards.
My philosophy is always, you always want to be in mostly a 2-high shell, running cover 2 or cover 4. And if you want to send blitz, you send guys that are underneath. You send more backers and
make them throw it over the middle. They didn't have any timeouts.
And if they throw over the middle, you just rally.
Right.
But when you throw 0 blitzes, you're giving up the one thing you can't give up, which is one guy getting beat deep.
Yeah. So
you can send pressure, but think about it. It's a math problem. If pressure is coming, it's got to come from somewhere. So what part of the field are you going to leave open? I don't want to leave open the back half where they can score points. I want to leave up right in front of them where I could rally. So, yeah, I agree. I don't like that philosophy. I don't like any 0 blitzes at the end of the game.
No, me neither. And then, what else? Dorba getting hurt sucked, but it sounds like he's probable, or at least questionable for this game. Sounds like he's going to play, but obviously we'll have to wait for the injury report.
He avoided a big injury. It looked bad.
It did look bad.
Yeah, it looked bad on the field, obviously. Like, he's down for a while. But, yeah, no. So, also, I don't know why PFF had Sam Levitt's grade so low. I thought he played great.
He played a phenomenal football game.
Mm-hmm.
He made huge plays. He was chucking it deep. He was scrambling. He was also doing the little things, and he wasn't off target. Like, when he played Mississippi State, he was just straight up off target a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really recall him missing any throws.
He missed the one inside on that go ball.
He missed Raleek like twice in the flat.
Yeah. Yeah, he had a swing screen that he just kind of dirted.
Maybe that's a sign to not call those anymore.
Yeah. Right. But yeah, it just looked like his foot was clearly still bothering him. He still made plays with his feet, with his legs, and they weren't, the Sam Levitt really high plays that we expect, but they were still big plays that won us the football game and put us in a position to win. So hats off to Sam Levitt, coming off of an injury where he was literally in a boot a week and a half ago, playing the best defense in the Big 12, also has the best offense in the Big 12. And they said, if you score 26 points in this game, you're going to get beat by 20. That's what was being said. And we scored 26 points, and our defense responded, and we beat them on our home field. And now we're ranked again. We're not 4-3 or 5-2, and we are honestly like in control of our own destiny in pursuit of the Big 12 title, which I kind of want to segue into that conversation.
Cincinnati and BYU don't go undefeated.
Well, they play each other.
Yeah, so there you go.
There's zero possibility of two undefeated teams playing each other in the conference championship because they're the only two left.
Yeah.
So they have some dog fights left. We have Houston and Iowa State, and then the rest.
What's
it's
the
like
first tiebreaker?
Gosh,
Is it match up against each other?
I think so. So we have the tiebreaker over Texas Tech, and then Utah has the tiebreaker over us, but Texas Tech has the tiebreaker over Utah. So if there's a three-way tie and that's the case, then it goes to the next.
So we just need a
tiebreaker.
Utah loss, and
Well, they're already at 2 losses.
oh yeah, so we're already ahead of them because of record.
We really need Utah to win this week. I forget who
We need to. If we win out, Utah's not a problem.
We could have Utah lose this week to Colorado. We need them to beat not BYU.
Well, if we win
Cincinnati.
out, it doesn't
That's
matter
who
what
we
Utah does.
We want Utah to keep losing if they got the tiebreaker on us.
Well, yeah, but if we win out, it doesn't matter.
Right, but we also need Utah to beat Cincinnati. We need Cincinnati to beat BYU. We need a lot of those things to happen.
Because if we win out, it is more than likely chance that we are going to the Big 12 championship game.
Yes.
Because we'll be what I think 8-1 will be our record. 8-1 in conference. Cincinnati plays BYU at I think it's at BYU. I don't know, but whoever, it doesn't matter. Someone's losing that game, and then Cincinnati or BYU still has to play Iowa State this week. They also play Texas Tech, and I think that is. Oh, let's look. I don't want to just start spouting things. Let's look. We'll go Big 12. BYU. Let's look at their schedule. They play at Iowa State, at Texas Tech, home against TCU, at Cincinnati, and home against UCF. So they kind of have a gauntlet ahead of them. They beat Utah barely at home. I mean, none of their wins are like overly impressive. Their biggest win this year, obviously they beat Portland State 69-0. Beat Stanford by 3 scores. Beat East Carolina by 3 scores. That's a solid win, actually. At Colorado by 3, not great. Home against West Virginia by 14 is kind of pathetic. Squeaking out a win at U of A is bad. Barely beating Utah is a good win, though. Utah's a good team. And then they play at Iowa State at 12:30 Pacific time on Fox on Saturday. And that's why it's like if Iowa State wins that game, we're in good shape. And then, obviously, you got Texas Tech on the road the following week. I think that's when it is. Let's click. It is November 8th, so they have a bye week before they play Texas Tech. Still, I think Texas Tech will beat them. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about BYU. I think Cincinnati's going to be the team that we're going to have to worry about. So, maybe, well, let's see. Yeah, Cincinnati, they play home against Baylor, at Utah, home against U of A, home against BYU, at TCU. So it's what Utah and BYU are pretty much the biggest threats to them. So honestly, if they beat BYU, they lose to Utah, then they're a 1-loss Big 12 team, so they'd probably win the conference outright, or there'd be some kind of tiebreaker, and it'd be between us and Cincinnati. I think that's going to be our Big 12 championship game right there, is ASU against Cincinnati.
Maybe.
I'm thinking we're going to play BYU.
You think
I
so?
want to happen.
I would love that, but they play such a tough schedule. And if they win out, great, then we see them there. But then we're looking at BYU's probably a top 4 team because they're undefeated. They probably would be number 2, honestly. Number 2 or 3.
Texas Tech, Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, Utah, and Cincinnati.
That Texas Tech win was really so big.
Yeah.
That just
It opened
everything.
up everything.
Yeah.
Because Texas Tech was the runaway. I mean, they were going to run away with the conference.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, their schedule. How did they get this schedule?
Tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll see Tech.
This is the
conference
easiest
championship.
schedule by far of any team
Yeah.
in the Big 12. I mean, they played nobody. Literally nobody. It was Arkansas Pine Bluff, Kent State, Oregon State. Then they played Utah on the road, first tough matchup. They win that one. Then they beat Houston. Home against Kansas. They go and play us on the road. But at the time, we're not even a ranked team. Then they play Oklahoma State at home, at Kansas State, home against BYU, home against UCF, at West Virginia.
Yeah, cake schedule to end.
BYU game's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huge
I know.
game.
So now it's like, now I'm kind of hoping BYU wins that one.
Nah, I hope Tech wins.
I
I'd
don't know.
like to be
I
matched
wanna-
up with the teams we got tiebreakers over. I want BYU and Cincinnati to be losing.
Yeah, but there are other tiebreakers that would put us in the conversation with them. But anyway, so I have ASU Cincinnati in the conference championship. What about you guys? What's the Big 12 title matchup prediction? And then we'll wrap up the recap and we'll dive into the preview.
I'd love to say ASU, and obviously we're rooting for ASU. Yeah, it's just gonna be the winner of that BYU Texas Tech game, and either us or Cincinnati.
I think it's ASU Tech. That's
ASU Tech.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I think ASU and Texas Tech have the easiest path to get there. Because after the loss to us, they have 4 very winnable games and then a home game against BYU. It's at home. So, they should win out. And if they win out, they'll be a top 10 team again. And, yeah. Anyway, so you said Texas Tech and either us or Cincinnati. Or no, you said BYU, right?
Yeah, it's the winner of that Texas Tech BYU game, and then us
Got
or
it.
Cincinnati.
So
I don't really know if we know yet what Cincinnati is.
I don't think so either, but they've been really good, and they've impressed in almost every area.
Yeah.
And then you got ASU Tech. I got ASU Cincinnati.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah.
I'd love to go back to the playoff, run the table again. So
Mhm.
We won't get a bye this time.
no, we will not. No, we'll have to go somewhere, and I would happily go to that game, wherever it is. But anyway, that's
Could be a home game.
Should
if
we
win out.
talk about who impressed us? Who stepped up? We kind of skipped past
Oh,
that.
we kind of did. Yeah, let's give their flowers to them. So I noticed Montana Warren had a huge game. He was our highest graded player of our whole game against Texas Tech. I think he was in the 80s. It felt like he was just everywhere.
Yeah.
Not like he didn't play like every snap, obviously, but in the game plays that he did make, he almost had an interception. He had a huge TFL, had a big tackle over the middle on 3rd down. He blew up that. Who's number 9 for Texas Tech?
I think it was like John Carlos Miller or something.
Something like that. Yeah, he blew him up on 3rd down,
Yeah,
and they ended up
smoked
punting. Yeah.
Oh, you mean that? That was a pick. He hit him.
Oh, the pick. Yeah, that was the one. He's the one who
Martell
made the
Hughes
hit.
picked it.
Right. So there was that, and then I thought Ghost Rouser played well. Boogie Wilson was everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I took back what I said about Montana being everywhere, because Boogie was actually everywhere.
Yes, he was a stud.
He was a stud. I can't believe he wasn't our highest graded player.
I know.
And then Jordan Crook played great. Keith Abney was everywhere. I thought he only had 1 ball caught on him all day. And it was a comeback in off coverage on the drive before it was the drive they scored to get 14.
Yeah.
That was like the only ball I noticed being caught on him all game. Every ball that was contested that he was in the area, he made a play on. He was good making tackles. I don't think he missed any tackles. Yeah, defense stepped up. I don't even want to highlight any offensive guys. I'll leave that for you guys, but defense stepped up big time.
Yeah. I think the biggest one for me was Jaron Hamilton. I think he's adding another layer. We've needed it. It was way too Tyson heavy week 1, week 2. And then it started to lighten up a little bit. But Jaron Hamilton not just putting this pressure deep with his groundbreaking speed, but he's also finishing these plays. Sam Levitt's putting him on the money. So it's not like these are like these are looking high percentage. He's getting deep, and Levitt's putting him on him, and so this is going to add an extra element to stretch things down the field.
Yep.
And I also think Shimon Mateer caught some really big balls. He added another element. He, at that 5 to 12 yard range, big target. You're not going to get much rack, but he's coming down with it, and he's breaking a tackle.
I loved that formation where we had Mateer starting in the backfield, and he kind of just ran like a delayed angle out of the backfield. You didn't notice that?
I didn't catch that one.
Oh, we ran it twice. 2 separate formations where
I'm not
Mateer was lined up at running back.
But
It was awesome.
But yeah,
Anyway.
he adds another. I know he had the one fumble. He looked a little. I don't know if he was a little banged up. He looked a little slower and a little goofier. But secure hands, big body target. Love to get him involved. As many guys as we can get involved, the better.
Yeah, and I think your point about the play leads into my call out, and it's Marcus Arroyo calling his best game of the season, especially in the second half. We're on our third string center. We are missing our left guard. Sam Levitt's not 100% healthy, and you're facing the best defense in the conference.
Arguably one of the best defenses in the country. Statistically,
Yes.
I think they were the best.
Probably the best defense in the country. Best defensive line in the country, I'll say that.
Yeah.
And he utilizing motion, utilizing formations like the one you're talking about. I remember 4 receivers to the field and then running inside zone. I hated the screen we ran out of it. We don't block well on the outside to be running something like that, but I just like it, giving him a different look and running the ball out of that, giving us more numbers, utilizing heavy play action to protect our offensive linemen from like obvious pass rush situations, giving Sam more time to throw the ball, and then just utilizing Jaron Hamilton's X factor speed. Like I thought he called just a phenomenal game, and getting the quick game. We haven't had quick passing game really turned on this year. It's been screen pass, swing pass, deep pass. That's pretty much been the
I
offense.
think that's how you get Sam more in rhythm.
Yeah.
Is some of this long drop pass game. He's tending to go Jordan Tyson or run.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can get him in the quick cadence and get him into his first, second, third read, but he's going to realize, oh, shoot, my first read is there a lot. And then you can things kind of umbrella out from there. So, yeah, I love the short passing game being added.
I'd love to see Arroyo call a game like this the rest of the season. Only thing I want to see him do differently is when we're winning and there's 3 minutes left, don't throw the ball on first down. Just run it. Milk the clock. All right, I know we couldn't run the ball for crap against Texas Tech, but that set us back so far, and it put so much time on the clock for them to score, and then they did. It put us in a bad spot. So,
And let me also add one more thing. Jeff Sims as the Wildcat QB in the red zone.
it was awesome.
I love what he's doing there. I know he fumbled. He's just got to move the ball to his left side when he's running left, and he's walking into the end
That was so
zone.
demoralizing. I was like, this is a beautiful call, and he fumbles.
Beautiful
right
call. But I don't want to
Yeah.
stop going. I don't want to stop going with it.
Right.
I like it.
That should be our go-to when we get inside the
Yeah,
5.
if you want to get funky, hey, I'm normally not a proponent of a 2 quarterback thing, but if that's what it takes to get creative
Inside the 5.
I'm all for it.
Right.
Do something with some motions. I don't know. Get some eye candy. You don't even have to get complex with the play, but just throw some eye candy at them. Get guys overthinking on defense. Anything you can do to get out of
Yeah.
this.
And Jeff Sims is our biggest running back. So,
Yeah.
throw him out there and let him run. He's an athlete.
Yeah, just turn on some Andy Reid tape. Let's get creative.
Yeah.
In the red zone.
Let's
Yep,
get jiggy.
I love it.
Anyway, so that being said, this was an awesome weekend to be an Arizona State football fan. Huge win. Our path to the Big 12 title is in front of us. We control our destiny, and I think that we will be playing in Arlington, Texas in December for another Big 12
Hey,
championship.
it'll be easy to get there if we're playing there again, so
That's right.
we might need to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe.
This time around, we got to. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for the ASU recap. We'll be doing the preview and posting that separately here in a few more minutes. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.